So that exam was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but I still passed. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another week at medical school. So this week is my neuroanatomy exam. I'm not too nervous because I've basically been studying this Anki deck that one of the second years made for us. And they said that as long as we study this deck, we should be pretty good because, anatomy is kind of just memorization. And so after this exam, we'll move on to actual pathology. As of yesterday, I finished all the anatomy lectures. There's a couple things I still have to review, and there's a couple review assignments and practice quizzes that our professor put out. So I'm probably gonna do those over the course of the week. So today's Monday, and normally I would like to go to campus on Mondays and get a jump start on the week. But there's a lot I wanted to do today. I wanted to go to the store and get some groceries. I want to clean up. You guys can't really tell, but I have some dishes to do, trash to throw away, from this bike and everything. I have laundry that I've been procrastinating on putting away for a couple of weeks now. And so the plan for today is to switch off between studying and doing some chores around the apartment. I still have 200 Anki cards left to do for the last lecture that I watched last night. And then I also want to watch at least one Boards and Beyond video. This one specifically I want to watch that I've been putting off for a few weeks, but I think I'm just gonna do it today. And then I think no matter what, I'm just gonna cut myself off at 5 and go grocery shopping. And for those of you guys wondering, I've been using this a lot since I got it. I'll put a screenshot of my fitness app from my phone here. I've been using it at least an hour a day. I know it's only been a few days, but I already feel a lot better knowing that I'm getting my Anki cards done and getting my exercise in at the same time. But anyways, enough about the bike. I just got out of the shower, and like I said earlier, I haven't gone grocery shopping. We'll do that tonight. And so I think I'm gonna go run out, grab some bagels from Einstein's, come back, and then finish my Anki cards in the morning. All right, I got a ham and Swiss with egg on plain bagel, and this is another plain bagel with just cream cheese and then a coffee. All right, I finished my Anki cards, but I totally forgot that there's a workshop I had to go to at 1, and it's on Zoom, which is good, but I totally forgot about it, so I'm gonna hop into that right now. All right, guys, I just got done with a workshop I had to go to. It was kind of a strengths coaching workshop, but luckily it wasn't really something I had to participate so much in, just mostly listen. So while it was going on, I was just doing some chores, listening, watching whatever I had to do, but I did get a lot done. So this is my room. And I know you're probably oh, well, what did it look like before? Well, I kind of just had a lot of clothes everywhere. Every single time I did laundry, I just kind of kept it in the basket. And then when I went to wear something, I would just take it out of the basket and wear it. And then on here, I had a lot of boxes. So I had my UNLV welcome package. I had all my boxes from my iPad, my MacBook, pretty much everything I've bought recently. And one thing that changed for me when I moved into this apartment was that I made the living room my study place, whereas in the previous place I lived, I was always in my room studying. I had my desk in my room, and so I just felt I spent all day in my room. But I moved in here, and since I just go in the living room and I spend all day in there, as you guys know from all my vlogs, I don't really come in here besides to change clothes and sleep. So it was kind of hard to really care so much about putting clothes away or anything, because I would just literally come in here to sleep or change, and then I would spend my whole day out there. And right now I'm going to take out the trash from the desk cycle, and then I think I might move the desk cycle over there, and that'll be where it gets stored when I'm not using it, and then maybe move my Roomba somewhere else. I'm not really sure yet. All right, now I'm going to watch this boards video, take some notes, then do the Anki cards right after. I think there's 100 of them or so. So I finished the boards video, but I think I'm just going to take a quick nap. All right, I took a nap, I finished all those cards, and now I'm gonna head to the store, get some groceries, have something to eat, and then I'll figure out the rest of my night after. Also, I moved the bike from over there to over here. I don't really know if I like it there, or if I'm gonna have to move it every single time I wanna use it from there to there, or if I just wanna use it there. I'm not really sure. I'll just kind of mess with it for a bit. And I moved Mo into my bedroom, and so while I'm at the grocery store, I'm just gonna have him go and do some cleaning. So it's been a few hours. I went to the grocery store and got some stuff, and then I had some food, came back, relaxed, and then I've been editing a video that I worked on with my friend John Luca, aka NextGen MD, which should be up before this vlog. We basically compared a day in the life of him, which he's a second-year medical student, and I'm a first-year medical student, so that was a lot of fun. We did that last week, and it should be up before this vlog goes up, hopefully, as long as everything goes well. And so I think for the next half hour or so, I'm gonna go through these self-assessments that my neuroanatomy professor gave us, just to kind of I don't know, test to see if I actually learned neuroanatomy over the last few weeks. I know I probably shouldn't be doing a lot of stuff like video editing and relaxing so much on exam week, but I feel pretty okay. There are things that I do want to go through between now and the exam, but I think I've got time. Anyways, I'm gonna start going through these assessments. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Morning, guys. I didn't wake up as early as I wanted to, but I'm gonna hop on the bike and start doing some Anki. So while I was on the bike, I finished my Anki deck. Now I have to start my neuroanatomy deck, which I'm hoping I can finish before the afternoon when I have to go to PBL, and then after PBL, I could just study other stuff. And while I start on neuroanatomy, I'm gonna lay on this. All right, I'm leaving my place to go to PBL right now. Hopefully I have time to stop for a smoothie. I don't know if it'll make me run late, but I guess we'll see. All right, so after PBL finished, I went to a question review session held by one of the second years, and then I stayed after a little bit to talk with some classmates and kind of just go through a couple things. Nothing crazy, honestly. I feel like I haven't done too much, but I'm gonna stop by the gym and lift some weights for a little bit. And between sets, I will do some little quiz questions. And it sounds like the band is practicing again. If you guys were ever wondering what I dress like when I go to campus, it's pretty much just bummy casual clothing. My school doesn't really have a dress code, which is great. I've heard of some schools where you have to wear like business casual, like at least when you go to the campus. So really glad my school doesn't do that. So I've decided that, that's kind of heavy. So I've decided that since I do a lot of my cardio at home now with the bike and everything, I will start doing just like weightlifting when I'm on campus. Unless I have Anki cards to do, then I'll like walk on the treadmill and do them. But like if I'm gonna be on campus and I'm gonna work out, I think I'm just gonna do weights because this is like the only time I'll have access to weights. So I think that'll be a good routine. Now my vlogs will make me look like those med school YouTubers who go to the gym and really look like they have their life together because they make time to go to the gym, which up until this point, I haven't been doing. So now I look like one of those super good at time managing, fit med school YouTubers. In between sets, I'll do like maybe 3 to 5 practice questions on these little practice quizzes. All right, for any of you guys who are wondering more about tricks, so this is called a hook kick. And this is called a tornado kick. All right, I feel pretty good. Gymshark, please sponsor me before you sponsor Ali Abdal. On the real, I'm getting pretty hungry, so I think I'm gonna go home and make some food. All right, so the oven's heating up, and what I'm gonna do for dinner is I'm going to make these buffalo chicken strips and use these tortillas, and I have lettuce and shredded cheese and ranch. I'm gonna make some wraps. All right, the chicken is done. I'm gonna warm up a couple tortillas. Nice and warm. And you put some ranch on it, and now you have wraps. So I couldn't really get myself up this morning. I've just been in bed for like the last 20 minutes doing Anki, but now I have to jump into my class. All right, so class actually got done early, which is great. My next class is in about an hour, so I'm gonna put some time in on this bike and get some Anki done. Not too bad, broke a little sweat, but I got a decent amount of Anki cards done. Now I'm gonna jump into my community service class. One of the best parts about my classes being online is I can show up sweaty and it's totally fine. All right, so class is done. It ran a little bit late, which is totally fine. But for the rest of the day, I do want to study. I think I want to rewatch some of the lectures for neuroanatomy on like the things that I found were a little bit harder. Like I've been doing the Anki cards, which is great, but I think maybe now going back and watching some of those lectures might be helpful. With the exam in 2 days, but I feel like I've done like everything that the second year students have told us to do to prepare. So like I don't really know what else to do. There's a couple things I know I want to review, but I'm not like super stressed right now. Also have to give a presentation in PBL tomorrow, so I have to work on that. And I still have some Anki cards from the morning I need to finish, which I think I might just finish later tonight. But like I said, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll catch up with you guys later. So after my class, I laid down on the couch and I ended up falling asleep for like an hour and a half. I don't know why. I didn't think I was that tired, but apparently I was. And so I just finished my presentation for PBL, which normally I would like for it to be done by like 2 in the afternoon. But it's 3, which is totally fine. My presentation this week is on medical decision-making capacity because our patient this week had some sort of like symptoms that made it difficult to determine if they had the capacity to make their own decisions. And so in my presentation, I talk about, ways to kind of screen to see like if the patient has capacity, how you determine capacity, the requirements, and all that kind of stuff. So it's 3 o'clock and I have a question review session at 6 o'clock. So I think between now and then, I'm just gonna go through all lectures. All right, guys, so I finished all my Anki cards for the day. I rewatched like 3 lectures, although I'm not really too sure how helpful that was. And then I joined in on a question review session that some of the second years hosted. Although it was like the same like pictures and like models that I've been doing like my Anki cards with. And so like, again, I don't really know how helpful it was. So I think I'm just gonna like chill for a little bit, eat some food, and then, I don't know, figure out the rest of my night. All right, guys, so I took a little bit of a break for a while, and then for the last hour or two, I've been going through like these little practice quiz things that the second years gave to us, which were pretty helpful.
but I'm pretty tired now, so I'm gonna head to bed. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Morning, guys. So I didn't vlog anything this morning. I pretty much like woke up, rolled out of bed, and went straight to class at 8, and that class just got done. So I'm gonna try to get some Anki cards done on the bike for about maybe like an hour, and then I'll eat something, and then I'll catch up with you guys after. All right, time to have a little bit of breakfast. And by the way, me and John Luca's video is now out,
And there's Abby.
All right, I'm all ready to leave for PBL. I have to give my presentation on patient capacity today, but I'm pretty sure there's a guy in my group whose birthday it is today, so I'm gonna try stopping by the grocery store and seeing if I can find some sort of cupcakes and like maybe some party hats. I think it'd be funny to like wear party hats during our session today, so I'm gonna stop by the store and see if I can find some. All right, so I found these cupcakes and found party hats. You know, I really hope it is his birthday today, because I just kind of like remember him saying something about it, but like I'm not exactly sure, so I'm kind of just hoping. And if it's not his birthday, then we still have cupcakes and party hats.
Interesting. Now you're getting the real prices here.
So it's about 7:15. I've just been here after PBL, but honestly, I haven't really been doing a whole lot. I've barely reviewed anything. A lot of the second year students are saying like, we're overstudying for this, like we're prepared enough, like it's gonna be fine. So it's kind of hard to get the motivation. So I feel good enough to pass tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna go into the gym really quick and lift a little bit and then head home. Good morning, guys. My exam's in about half an hour. I'm leaving for campus right now. There's like 1 or 2 things I want to review when I get to campus, so hopefully I have time. So the exam was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I still passed, but I don't know, like I thought it was gonna be a lot more anatomy. Like we got a lot of guidance from the second year students, and they gave us like an Anki deck, and they were like, focus on the Anki deck. Like as long as you can do all these cards, like you're totally fine. But I think their exam might have been a little bit more anatomy heavy, possibly, I don't know. Because I felt like this exam was like not as much anatomy as I was expecting, and a lot more like physiology and like here are all these like, you know, cranial nerve nuclei and like what happens here and where it goes here and if you cut here, all that kind of stuff. Like I wasn't really expecting that much. I felt very confident on the anatomy. That's really what I studied. And so I was definitely taken off guard, and I know some of my classmates were as well. I did get a like 39 out of 50, so I got a 78%, but like I really thought that based off like the way everyone was kind of like downplaying this exam, I thought this was going to be like a good exam for me to get like, you know, into like the B range, you know, mid B. You know, up until now I've been scoring kind of like high 70s, which is hard for someone, you know, who got like all A's like going into med school, and then, you know, coming into med school, it's really hard to get like just passing scores. It's tough on the self-esteem. And so I thought this exam was going to be it. Like, you know, I'm happy that I passed. I'm always going to be happy that I passed. But I just thought, I thought this exam was going to be a little bit easier the way it was like downplayed so much. You know, I guess if I could go back and change anything, I just wish I had studied a little bit more physiology and like pathways and stuff. I just didn't think it was going to be so emphasized. I thought the pathways would be a little bit more emphasized on our next block, which is neuropathology, because then we'd be focusing on like what happens when you block these paths. And so that definitely caught me off guard. And again, like I said, like it caught other students off guard too, but it's fine. Happy that I passed. It's done. There's a lot coming up, which I'll talk to you guys a little bit about later. But right now I'm going to go get some breakfast with some friends, and I'll catch up with you guys later on. Finally, I've been waiting 4 weeks to do this. Yeah. But I still have to do my Anki cards. Hey guys, so it's been a few hours, and ever since I got home, I've just been relaxing. I took like an hour-and-a-half nap, and I finished my Anki cards for the day. So what's coming up is our neuropathology block, which looks like it's gonna be pretty hard. I decided to go through Notion and start making a list of all the lectures I need to watch. So whatever lectures that we do for class, I'll just keep like a login here. And boards and beyond, there's like a lot that I need to watch. Like everything that's just like blank is all lectures I have to watch from boards. And there's a bunch of pathoma videos I want to watch. And I know that there are sketchy ones that I'm gonna have to watch. I just don't know what they are yet. But also what I have coming up is my analytics and medicine exam, which is my stats and epidemiology class. That exam is on November 18th, and honestly, I'm pretty weak in stats and epidemiology. Like, if it wasn't for like the group work and like my classmates, I don't think I would have made it through it so far. Luckily, the test is still MBME based, which means I can use board style stuff to prepare. So my goal is to watch all the boards and beyond videos over the weekend, do all the Anki cards, and then I'll just do like practice questions with Kaplan up until the exam. It's gonna be kind of hard preparing for that exam and studying neuropath, but I think I'll be okay. So I think I'm gonna call the vlog here. It's already Friday night. I wanna start editing it tonight. That way it's ready for Sunday. But I want to thank you guys for joining me on another week in medical school. I love taking you guys along with me on this entire journey, and I hope that you guys are getting value from it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.